Hi, my name is Jelly Green and I am a painter from the UK and New Zealand. I'm currently on residency at the Corridor project in Wiradjuri Country, New South Wales, Australia. This residency is part of an exchange program between Messums Creative and the Corridor project. I had wanted to come to Australia for quite a while. I grew up here for the first half of my childhood, and I've been back a couple of times, and kind of every time I come back it feels a lot like coming home. I've painted in loads of different places around the world, and this one feels so different from anywhere else. I've just been painting in New Zealand, and although it's an exquisite landscape, there's a lot of the colours that are quite similar to the colours in the UK, you know, the trees, the greens, whereas you come here and it's like it's another world. It's the browns are different, the greens are different, the sounds are different, the smells are different. For the last kind of 8 years, my work has heavily been around deforestation, so I spent years painting forests around the world and a lot around the UK, and then after painting these forests I kind of couldn't get away from the fact that I was feeling uneasy about this moment that, you know, we're currently facing, and that these forests are burning, they're being cut down. I mean, it's a huge problem, and it's all over the news. I love working outside. I love, you know, painting from what's in front of me. Painting outside it's a unique way to spend time, because normally if you're walking slowly through landscape, you know, through a woodland, you're always walking through it. Whereas if you're painting in a landscape or drawing in a landscape, you're just sitting still and you're watching everything else pass by. And so when you stop like that, you see things that you never normally see. I've had snakes go over my paper before. I've had insects crawl through the paint, and obviously there's an immediacy that comes with working outside that you don't have in the studio. You know, the light's changing. The other day I was painting this eucalyptus tree just outside the rooms at the Corridor project, and it was so windy that my easel kept blowing over, and I was kind of holding it whilst like battling away at this little tiny canvas. And I think that with that painting you can see the movement in there that you wouldn't get that if you were in the studio. In the studio you could kind of work it, overwork it, and think you almost have that painting for too long. Whereas with this, the day's going to end, the cloud's going to come and take away the sun. Yeah, it makes you work in a very different way, and hopefully that comes out in the paintings. That's the great thing about residencies, is that before coming out here I was feeling where my work was becoming repetitive, where I was running low on ideas, where I wasn't feeling hugely inspired. And then you come and you experience something like this, and you live it for 3 weeks. You come and do a residency. I haven't been nipping out to town and doing all the nice kind of touristy things that one would normally do if they went and visited a new place. You just slow down. And so I now, you know, I've only got a few more days here, but I'm almost like itching to get back to my studio, because I feel so inspired, and I feel like I've got that need to go and paint again. And that's only from, you know, just putting yourself somewhere new. And I think that when you're in somewhere new, it's like you open your eyes a little bit more. It lifts up your eyes. You're forced to look more. You're excited to look more, and then you see more, and then you've got more to go back to the studio with. You're just kind of filled up, you know. Yeah.